a few options, but I would like to highlight two main moves. So one of them like dc5, which looks very logical, since after queen c5 white can gain tempo on the queen, bishop e3, and after queen c7 there is a surprising tactics, bishop a7. What's the point of this tactics? We have to accept the challenge because otherwise we are pawn down, queen d4. The point, now both rooks are hanging, so basically it's a fork. Both rooks are hanging, so which rook we should give up? Obviously rook on h8, after queen h8, knight f6. White queen is stuck on h8. On the other hand, there is no way for us to win this queen, let's say attacking it with the rook. But it's very important that white queen is out of the game, so meanwhile we can generate a lot of initiative in the center. And overall, the evaluation that black is doing great here, and this line rather dangerous for white. Now, the normal move, of course, knight f3. So we continue with fianchetto idea, bishop g7. Here, I would like to introduce two lines, bishop e3 and knight f3. So after bishop e3, just to show you one of the key ideas of this line for black, cd4, cd4, obviously other recaptures are also possible, but they're pretty harmless, cd4, and now instead of, let's say, normal knight f6, we start with a check. Anyway, white reacts with knight c3, and now knight h6. One of the key ideas in this line, black can not only develop our knight to f6, but we can play interesting knight h6, and in some cases, especially with white bishop being on a3, it's much more challenging and interesting. Knight is heading to f5, targeting the bishop, and at the same time d4 is under attack, and our bishop on g7 remains open. So this is very interesting line. Now, instead of bishop e3, knight f3, a very thematic idea in general in the lines with d5. The idea to play knight b5 and have the threat knight c7. How we react? So we play cd4, bishop c4 comes with tempo, very interesting tactical idea for white, queen e4, bishop e3. What's going on? The bishop is hanging on e3, but actually it appears to be untouchable. After d3, bishop f7, we cannot capture the bishop in view of knight g5 fork, but on the other hand, after king f8, he can force us to capture by playing queen d8 check. So basically d3 loses. So we have our favorite move, knight h6 here. Knight h6, this time also protecting the pawn on f7. After knight h6, we have like positional line here, see castle, knight f5. This is just like no problems for black whatsoever. Very interesting play. More challenging, definitely, knight b5. In this case, we have to castle. And now white has to capture on d4. Knight c7 will just take the bishop on e3, and it will be definitely clear advantage for black. So after cd4, there is a choice whether to play knight f5, which is very aggressive and very unusual compensation, allowing knight c7, but there is also very simple knight c6, just developing the piece. After knight c3, queen f5. Our queen is definitely a bit misplaced, but on the other hand, other pieces are well placed, and it promises like very complicated double-edged play with chances for both sides, and this is what we are looking for playing black and playing Sicilian. Hopefully guys, you can benefit from this